What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? All right, you guys. So, like my last story, I have another casting news for the show Lanterns on Max coming from Warner Brothers. So, this one is Garret Dillahunt, sorry. And I don't know if you know who this actor is. That's fine if you don't, not that big a deal. But he's been recently, it said in the Deadline article, that I'll reference and everything. But it said, and that link will be in the description down below, like I said before. He's in a new play called Shit Meat Fan. I don't know what that means. I haven't seen this play. I don't know. But he was also a recurring role on the new show High Potential. And that was on ABC. And then he's also on Peacock's show Hysteria, which I haven't seen either one of those shows, but hopefully he's good in that show. So now here's the question of who is he playing? Now, I personally thought, because this guy plays what I think could be a possible villain, but of course we won't know that until, and if he does, it'll be like a reveal kind of thing. So, but who is he playing? So he is playing a modern cowboy named William McCone, a self-righteous, conspiracy-minded man who masks his ruthless ambition behind a charming and calculated facade. Now, I personally thought this was interesting because that's the best, character for a DC villain, and it could be like pretty much anybody or whatnot. I think that what they're going to do is, and I've said this before, I think that they're going to make Hal Jordan the bad guy in this show, which I personally don't care for that. They did that and I've said this before also. They said that they did that in the newest animated show, a movie for Green Lantern with DC and everything. And I just personally did not care for that. Now, Garret Dillahunt is going to be is going to be playing, a human or whatnot. And this story of this show is just there's a murder that takes place on Earth, and Hal Jordan and John Stewart come to Earth to solve it because this is their sector. Earth is in their sector. So they come to solve it. Now, I personally think it's going to be another Green Lantern. I think that a lantern from the Green Lantern Corps is going to die here on Earth, be killed, and they're going to be like, well, we're Green Lanterns, we need to solve it. Now, I have also heard from like scoopers and such that that by the end of this show, what happens in this show is going to lead to the rest of the DCU. Like, this is going to open up the goings on of the DCU, which will be very interesting to see what happens there. I know we're getting the Superman movie, and I don't know when this is coming out compared to that, but I'm pretty much sure the Superman movie is the first movie coming out. So I think that Garret Dillahunt is a great addition. Now, he joins, who I just recently said joins Kelly McDonald, and she plays Sheriff Kelly. Although, like I said before, I do think that she is going to be. I think for some reason I just think she's Carol Ferris, which I'm down with that. I'm down with the sickness. But he also joins Kyle Chandler, who is going to be Hal Jordan on the show. And he's also Aaron Pierre, who is going to be John Stewart. And I think that so far, I've seen people say like they haven't been getting, the prestige casting in terms of this show. But I think that the people that they've cast in the show so far are really good. I mean, Kyle Chandler, I loved him on that Friday Night Lights show. And, and he was, and he's been good in everything that I've seen him. I can't think of anything else. Oh, well, Game Night. I loved him in Game Night and everything. And all the rest of these people like that, Aaron Pierre guy, I just watched that Rebel Ridge. Go watch that. He's so good at that. So Garret Dillahunt, I can't think of anything else that he's been in off the top of my head, but he's like, you look at his face and I've seen him before. I've seen him. I also think maybe he could be Parallax, just, he's hiding it kind of thing. Who knows? I don't know what they could do with him, but something just tells me he's a baddie. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see where that goes from here. But again, I do think that this is good casting. I think the show is really coming together, and I personally am enjoying where we're headed with this. And I mean, you can read the article for yourself, but it really doesn't have anything to, add to what I've just said, except for the fact that they told you what character he's going to play, the description of it, and then they told you he had joined the cast. So again, I'm really interested in this show. I'm quite excited about it. As I said before, I'll say it again. Out of everything that was announced, with the Gods and Monsters phase 1 or part 1 of phase 1. I don't know, all that stuff. This show, Lanterns, was the thing I was most excited to see. I'm still excited to see it. I'm just very curious to what's the going ons and where it ends, and if that's true, that what happens by the end of this, the murder and then the solving of the murder, if that leads to an overall arc of the DCU, and I think that if it does happen that way, I think that James Gunn, I think, is very, very smart. And I've always liked James Gunn. I love everything that he's ever done. So we'll see how this pulls off and see if Garret Dillahunt is, just a human, just a normal human, or if he's something different, Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you guys feel about Garret Dillahunt joining the cast of Lanterns? Again, I think this is coming together quite well. I do like this actor. I think he's got a very distinct look, and I said before, I can't think of anything else that he's been in off the top of my head, but of course I look at him and I'm just like, yeah, I've seen him before, so we'll see how and do you think my theory about that he's a bad guy, or he's the bad guy in this, do you think that holds up at all or whatnot, or do you think I'm just being ridiculous? That's all I got for you guys this week. Tell me what you guys think about all of this. You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys. You guys have a good week. Bye.